We started out with the dingiest, most beige, boring backdrop I've seen in a really long time, and it was stinky. Oh, and there was pink marble tile in the entry. We needed to get to work on this place, so I immediately started looking through Pinterest, scouring all my favorite magazines, really starting to daydream about what I really wanted out of my space. I chose to do this gorgeous, beautiful, chalky limestone tile around the fireplace. It's really important when you are renovating hardwoods that you make sure your tile work that's going to be touching it is done first, because you don't want to rip that stuff out later. So we did our powder room and our laundry room in preparation for this major renovation. We had really tried to make do with this carpet. We had painted the walls gray, we had done the banister, we had it almost to where we liked it, but what we really needed were the hardwoods. Even though I do renovations like this all the time for other people, when it came down to being my own house, it was very stressful. It's just banging and things being gutted and ripped out, and it is stressful to watch your house getting destroyed for sure. But I knew that it was going to be worth it in the end. What have you guys been doing up here?
Minecraft.
Is this what you're doing while they're installing the floors?
I'm on TV. They're both on iPads.
Oh my God, our house is torn to pieces.
Hi, Wolf.
It's gonna all come back together afterwards, right? Seeing the floors put in was so surreal. I couldn't get over how dramatic this change was. These authentic, reclaimed hardwood floors were completely life-altering for our house. But I very quickly realized I was gonna need to paint the rest of these walls because now everything else looked just a little bit dingy and I needed something that was lighter. Today, I need to look at these whites and decide if I'm gonna use any of these or if I'm just gonna call off the painter. So let me show you what I've got. Oh, okay, it's pretty. And I do really like a warmer white. This one looks actually very cold. That one is a definite no-go. If I'm gonna bother painting my walls white, they might as well be white. Hey guys, welcome to my living room. I'm so excited that you're here today and I can't wait to reveal this room to you. But I must say, this is not how I thought I was going to be doing this reveal. I've been very patiently waiting 3.5 months for my black leather sofa from West Elm. It's on back order till at least mid-April. So I thought, you know, this room is literally the center of our home. You can't get to any other rooms in this house without coming through this room. Every room goes off of it and it's open to the entire thing. And for months, it's felt like, you know, a dump spot. It was whatever we had left, whatever we didn't use in other spaces, and it was just waiting for this black leather sofa. I decided, enough of the waiting. I can make an amazing space using a $200 IKEA futon / sofa and spend no money making this room. An entire room, $0. Nothing spent. I just got resourceful. I went around my house and rescued plants from my husband's office, which he has not been watering, which needed to be rescued anyways. And I have all this furniture. Now, I will say I do tend to have a lot more furniture sitting around than most people do, but I've been in a lot of your homes and you guys have way more stuff than you give yourselves credit for. There's grandma's chair sitting somewhere, and then there's great grandma's blanket, and there's all this cool stuff sitting in your basements and in your attics. I know because I go over to your house and you're like, this is all I have. I need to buy everything new. And I'm like, why don't you use that or this? And we start opening boxes and finding all these treasures. So I did the same thing to myself. I inflicted upon myself, what could I create with no money? And you know what? Oh my God. I'm so excited about how this room turned out. I wish that I did this weeks ago. While the painter was at our house, we had him spray paint the fan black, and oh my gosh, did that make everything in the room pop. The fireplace wall was painted black, and I went for high drama. Then I balanced it. All that drama needed some coziness. It needed some texture. So gorgeous plants, soft cushions, beautiful throws, all those things made the space feel approachable and cozy and warm. I really just had so much fun bringing in pattern and, oh, you guys, turning on the fireplace and turning on candles and lights and really just upping the cozy factor in the space made all the difference. I also had so many beautiful things that I was able to bring from the garden and little artful things that I had stashed away other places. It's amazing what you can find if you just go shopping in your own house. And that is exactly what I did to bring this room from just floors and walls to a fully decorated space. Oh, there's so many little things in this room that just get me so excited, and it's those little things that make your room so personal and that really make the space feel like you. It's not about having it look perfect for a magazine, but to feel like the kind of space that you and your family want to hang out in and just be together. I think that's what a successful space looks and feels like, and it's not always perfect. It's got this texture and a little bit of grit, and the pages are worn in your books, and things aren't exactly perfect. And I think that those imperfections are what make this space feel like you can actually live in it, and it's not just for a magazine or for a book, but it's for real life. And I would rather err on the side of my spaces not being exactly mathematically perfect, but it's something that we all can't wait to sit together in. And with my daughter's 18th birthday coming up, I can't wait to have my family over and hang out in this space. And we're definitely gonna be watching movies, and it's gonna be so cozy. I really just can't wait. Oh my God, I could just cry with happiness. I'm so 100% pleased. So, if I have any advice to pass along to you, I would say, first of all, invest in the flooring. Just go for it. It was life-altering to have this floor put down. I have zero regrets. I absolutely love it. Go bold on your fireplace. It's yours, make it your own. It's just paint and a little bit of limestone or marble or tile. Just go for it, okay? It makes a huge statement in the room, and it was totally worth the few $100s that I paid my contractor to come in here and do that. Paint the room as well. Just go for it. You won't regret it. A lot of times rooms feel dingy and you don't even realize that what it really needs is a fresh coat of paint, period. I hadn't painted the trim work when I moved into this house, and that was a huge mistake on my part. I should have just painted all the trim work. So as I painted the walls, I painted the trim as well in the same color, and it just makes the whole space feel so big and open and beautiful. So I'm dying to hear what you guys think. So you guys tell me what you think of the space. Do you love it the way it is, or should I try to switch out the sofa? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the floors, the paint. This is my family room. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I hope that you've enjoyed this tour. I'm gonna show you a few more photos and a few more clips before you run off, and I hope that you enjoy it. I can't wait to hear all of your feedback and to know what you guys think. And you do realize we're going that way. That's towards the kitchen, and that is the final room, and I've saved it up best for last. Actually, there's a couple more things upstairs, but we're doing the first floor. We're gonna do the first floor first. I'm not gonna make you wait for that room before we do this. So leave us a comment, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to visit us at houseofvalentina.com, and I will see you very soon. Bye.